Okay, good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us. So today we are holding on day 85, page 244, right? Day 85, page 244. So there's an interesting question over here, and a question that really needs to be analyzed and to be thought about. So it goes like this. Teenage girl is visiting her cousin, right, for Shabbos. After a few rounds of a beautiful harmony Zmiros, right? Zmiros is songs, it's Shabbos songs. That's what it's called, the word Zmirot, right? Her uncle says to her jokingly, I bet you that the Tenenbaums don't sound like this, right? So I guess she was a Tenenbaum. The next week at home, when her family makes a weak attempt to singing, she pipes up, even Uncle surely knows we're the tone-deaf Tenenbaums. Is that Rechilas or sharing a family joke? Right. So this is where things start getting a little dicey, right? We got it's a joke. It's a family joke. Let's say it's between close friends, right? But at the same time, it's saying something that might hurt people's feelings. So this is different than the case beforehand. If you remember the case beforehand, right? I hear from Rena that he's a whirlwind, right? Talking about a child, right? Someone's child. It's not a joke. It's a serious thing, right? It's that was last week, if you remember, right? Over here, it's a family humor. It's a family joke. It's just something that we're trying to deal with. Is that rechilas or not? What do you guys think?
I'd say it definitely is.
Okay. Definitely is. Anybody else? Is that?
It's like you can be critical of yourself or somebody in your own family, but if somebody else were to pipe in and repeat them, it'll be wrong.
I think again, oh, sorry.
Caroline, you're in and out. You want to go say that again?
Actually, especially I think it could be very hurtful if the family is really trying.
To sing.
I think there's a positive twist on it. Maybe.
Okay, so I think I understand what you're saying. You're saying that since it's something that is hurtful, so therefore it is considered rechilas, right? Because it's something that can be hurtful. They're trying to sing with this and that, so it is rechilas. Sorry, Caroline, you're just breaking up a lot. Anybody else? Any other thoughts? Everybody, go ahead, Suzette.
Good morning. I don't think it is, because in looking at the explanation of what rechilas is, it says it's a statement and it arouses animosity. So I don't see how this can arouse any animosity. It's a internal family joke. So I don't think it is.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's okay, Caroline. We all have that every once in a while. Okay, anybody else? Any other thoughts?
Maybe if he's on the other side of the family, maybe he's not part of the Tannenbaums. It could be, But seriously, when people come, in our family, nobody sings well, but we like to make a joyful noise,
Right.
literal noise.
Right.
And on the other hand, I was told in college only to clap my hands, like this. And I was still angry at that person, the song leader that told me that.
Right. So you see, there is that feeling a little bit back there, but that was a song leader, wasn't family members. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into it, unless anybody else quickly wants to say something. As I said, we're going to keep this class short. I apologize. I just wanted to learn with you guys, but I do have to run in a couple of minutes because we have this program going on here with the Federation. So the halacha is, and I'm gonna, the way they put the halacha, and I want to expand that a little bit. It's rechilas. No matter what people say about their own group, whether it's family, a school, a community, or a company, they don't appreciate hearing that others are joking about them. Such a report is likely to sting a little and therefore stir animosity, right? So I want to just comment on this because I believe that this, to Suzette, you made a good point. right? We're kibitzing, right? We're joking. It's a family joke, right? So I really think that it depends on the structure of the family. It depends on the relationship of Uncle what they call him, Uncle Shuli, right? Right. It depends on the relationship, and it depends also if there's been like an ongoing thing about this thing. So if it's like an ongoing thing, everybody knows last time they were young, Pesach together at the Seder, we all laughed about it. And it's sort of an ongoing family joke, right? So then that's most probably not rechilas, right? Because it's something that has been spoken about. It's something that, people know they don't have the best voice, and it's not something that if a stranger would say it, so then okay, but this is something that's sort of been in-house. If it's something that is not talked about that much, the family's sensitive about it. There are jokes that families have, right? And just because it's a family joke doesn't mean to say that it's okay. There are, I know, right, jokes that are, I'm sorry to say, right, people, they'll laugh about it, but they're sensitive about it. Right? They are sensitive about it, right? So even though it has developed into a family joke, right, or it's like the thing, right, but if the person is sensitive about it, or the family sensitive about it, too bad. Jokes do not allow rechilas, right? That's not a get out of rechilas card, right? A joke. So one has to really be attuned to the makeup of the family. And now I always recommend new couples, not to join the jokes of the family right away, right? Because you are the outsider for a couple of years, right? Until you really become part of the family. Yes, you're part of the family. Welcome to the family. Up until that's not a joke, right? The siblings could say that, but the in-laws can't say that. Right, and we all have things like that. Right, so that I see you're smart, you're laughing. Right, we all have certain things like that siblings could say that to each other. I've been married. We're hitting our 16th wedding anniversary. Some of you are much longer, right? Some of you are much longer, right? But even I know, right? There are certain things, right, that that's not for me to say, right? Siblings could, it's not for me then, vice versa, right? So this halacha really, the point of bringing out is that a joke and a family joke is not a get out of rechilas card, right? But, right, at the same time, there's still that concept that there are certain things that are a joke. It's been a longstanding thing, a family thing, siblings, right? And if it does fall into that category, so then that would be fine. Any questions or comments on that? Okay, so let's do the quote of the day. Then I'm going to run. I really appreciate you guys coming in for a short, sweet class and not too much conversation. I just really did not want to miss an opportunity we only do this once a week, and I did not want to miss an opportunity, and Torah is golden. So we have to cherish our opportunities to learn Torah. So the quote of the day is like this: one who guards his tongue or her tongue is not envied, is universally beloved and trusted, and no one ever speaks ill of them, right? And that is known. Business people know. There are certain people that, have that power that, you could tell things to them in confidence and it'll stay in confidence, right? Other people that you have to be wary when you tell them certain things and how you tell them, right? Even though you're gonna have to tell them something in business, you leave out some details, you say it in a certain way because yes, they know how to keep their mouth shut, but not that well, right? Right. We're not even talking about the people that don't know how to keep their mouth shut, right? But those people that they sometimes it seems split, they think they're gonna make a comment, a joke, whatever, a hint, right? And then you have some people that that if you tell them in confidence, right? Now they're a seal. They're not going to say anything. And those people are respected, right? Both in the business world and more importantly, right, in the community and in a family and in a relationship. So that's something to reflect on and to think about, right? An extra added bonus of keeping the halacha, right? You also created a name for yourself that you are someone that can be trusted and could keep people's confidence. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm sorry for the short class. right? But I'm glad that you guys came on and joined me, right? And next week, God willing, we are gonna have a full class. It's gonna be gonna talk about Purim a little bit because it's gonna be the fast of Esther. But before we say that, don't forget, tomorrow is a lunch and learn, right? So please join me in the JCA. Susie Becker is sponsoring in memory of her father. So please join me for that. And it's unmasking Purim or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it's going to be good. I haven't prepared it yet. Okay, we'll see y'all later. להתראות.
Thank you.